Hey, Haru. Hey. Say hi, Jonah. Hee. No putting on interview.
No putting on.
Part 2. My bestie, my wonderful collaborator. Wonderful. Really, she's all of our best friends.
Yeah.
Haru, Glenn,
Yeah, I'm
the
jealous.
GOAT.
Oh.
I can say that.
I can't say that. I'm not allowed. Composer, music student, songwriter, electronic performer, pianist.
You're an explorer, some
I'm
might
an
say.
explorer. Right now I'm exploring all the sounds that my appliances make.
Which is one of the reasons why I brought you in this kitchen today.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was lovely to have you by these seemingly mundane objects. Toaster.
The toaster oven?
Not the microwave, the toaster.
This is next. This is the next sound object piece. I want to hear what it has to say. It's not symbolic.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's kind of something I've been striving for, like, with the pieces recently, is, like, it's not... They're genuinely not symbolic. Just that, like, we live with these things. Like the washing machine and the dishwasher are these, like, things that live in my apartment with me. And they make sounds, and something about the way that they make noise to me makes them feel like living things. Like, listen, you can hear the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
It's too quiet.
That was the chair.
It's saying so much, and we're just not listening.
It takes a certain awareness to hear those things and find the beauty within them, I think, which is something I really admire about you, is your meditation practice and spiritual practice, and I think it really informs your artistic practice as any artist. Really, I think yours is very special. Empathy for something as little as like an inanimate object that most humans don't really think of as...
In Doc's Buddhism and avant-garde art class that you're maybe going to take next semester, we talked about this idea that, like, there's this, the artist can have a role that's like a pointing role, where, like, all the artist does is, like, point the audience in the direction of something really interesting. All that I have to do is, like, bear witness to how fascinating and amazing the sounds are. I think all sound should be, like, treasured. I kind of think of the ambient noises of the world as you walk around as kind of being, like, God's music. There's a spiritual act of, like, taking a 30-minute walk and just, like, listening.
This sound only happens right now.
Yeah.
I feel like death is a very prominent theme within your music.
Yeah, because it's like Tibetan Buddhism is so death-centric.
Yeah, I would like to know your relationship to death and, like, why that's something you express.
I don't know if I ever thought about it in those terms. I think you're right. The way that I think that I came to that is the psychedelic experience and making music for psychedelics. I think the psychedelic experience always involves a component of the confrontation of death. For a long time, like, I was an addict and my friends died, and I almost died, but I lived. I try to make the pieces overwhelming and sonically overwhelming and, like, really loud and visceral, and, like, you feel it in your body, and, like, it brings you into a feeling that is maybe even a little scary. And I kind of want people to have, like, confront... There's some kind of weird, like, mystical, spiritual, psychedelic place where you're, like, you're confronted with, like, your existence and, like, what it was in, like, a primordial place, like, before you were you, and then also after. I feel like it makes you confront, like, your human form, the fact that you're alive and not dead.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. Well, I think, honestly, I think that's a great place to leave it.
Cool. You think so, Aaron?
Jonah with his living things.